You are watching the Maui Pro, the final event of the season. It's not every single year that a world title decision comes to this final event, but we're lucky enough to have 5 contenders this year heading into round 3, heat number 2. You can see Gilmore calling it a day, climbing up that muddy little track to prepare for another day of competition as she's into the quarterfinals. And now Tyler will take on Silvana Lima and Coco. Tyler with a chance here. If she wins this heat, that'll end the hopes for Sally Fitzgibbons in this crazy world title race this season, Potts.
Yeah.
Silvana Lima, the oldest surfer on tour, longtime vet, some big wins in her career. A lot of 10-point rides, one of the most exciting athletes in the world. Pulls right into the barrel on the takeoff. Silvana gets spit out. Clean snap coming out of the pit. It's starting to racetrack through the inside. That one will take her down. But Lima knows how to get barreled here at Honolulu Bay. Remember, her first wave ever was a barrel as a wild card years ago where she got a 10-point ride. It looks like every heat today, this is how she's going to start.
Yeah. Here we go.
Now here comes the answer. The defending world champ. Tyler Wright lays down that rail right in front of Lima. Stretched out frontside carve, and now a snap under the lip. 2 turns on the way to a 3rd hack. There's that 4th maneuver for the finish with a big, powerful float. And Tyler kicks off with a solid score.
Yep, straight back at Silvana Lima. Silvana with the barrel. It's going to be interesting to see where the judges go with that tube, right, Joe?
Athlete on tour. As we see this barrel again, Potts.
Look at that. Slide straight in, that double grab where you slide both your hands and then into this maneuver right here. And then kind of got a little carried away. A little bit too low on that section. I would have preferred she goes around that, finishes off with a couple of turns. Look at that. Beautiful positioning there from Silvana Lima. And then that turn there. So barrel to turn combo. And then as she races down, you can see just sliding just too far down the wave and getting caught by that lip. So a nice opener there for Silvana Lima, as opposed to Tyler Wright, who's going to show some power. Look at the speed she carries. Now she comes off the bottom, hooking into that beautiful wrapping turn. And now she starts to go to town with snaps. The boat and out the back. Have a look at this.
Solid one for Coco. Takes off sideways, heading down the line to catch up to this absolute bomb of a section. Stalling, waiting for the pit. Coco gets the finish. And now a fading cutback, going to maneuvers now. Jams it hard off the lip and gets out of there. So great to just have 2 barrels already in the matchup. Coco had the late takeoff, had to pull in at a different part of the wave than Silvana's barrel. But now all 3 surfers on the board, and it will be a battle. For Sally, she's rooting for Coco and Silvana right now. She's always pedal to the metal. What happened here?
Well, just looking for the barrel again. I mean, there's maneuvers on offer, but Silvana has got her eyes on the prize, and there you can see that wave not offering the tube ride. I prefer that she goes to turns, and if that barrel does come up, if it does offer itself, then pull in. You can see Coco as well, looking for the tube, fading, waiting for it, waiting for it. Look at how much wave that she's kind of wasted right there, looking for the barrel. Now she sneaks in. So a nice little tube at the end of that wave, but a lot of the wave was wasted. Now the inside section, the Coco snaps it, finishes off. So, I mean, it's a good wave to start off with.
I think, then we'll see what happens.
You can feel the anxiety, not just from some of the world title contenders, but also from their camps. And everyone's sort of trying to, I think, bring this positive energy. But your crew, they were making more noise in that last heat than anyone else. It almost must have been a distraction for your rivals.
Yeah, I flew everyone from Snapper Rocks over. No, I didn't, but they made it here. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's cool. Everyone here, all the local.
What a cool theory. Ride a bigger board in the lead up. And this is advice for the world's best. They can transition on the fly, as we see Silvana Lima kick out. Sometimes it takes normal surfers a few goes just to get comfortable on changing your equipment that drastically. But 8.27 as we see Tyler's second wave.
Yeah, look at this speed that Tyler gets. I mean, she does not lack speed. And then this turn right here is going to be very important. Sort of hooks into it, doesn't really commit to it. Why? Because she's got to keep that speed going down the line. knowing that she needs a couple more turns to try and answer back to that 8.27.
That takes away Sally Fitzgibbon's hopes to take out a world title this year. Lima looks at the layback, recovers for a snap off the top. Beautiful frontside hook, but she's down.
She did that in her last round hit as well, Joe. Round one where she kept slipping off the tail, pushing a bit hard on that back foot, losing that foot off the back. She's got to be careful of that. I mean, she's done all the hard work by getting that 8.27. She doesn't want to throw it away.
It does go down a lot on big moves.
She does, and you know, because she's surfing at 110%, little mistakes like that are going to creep in. Beautiful turn there to recover, but then pushes and that back foot comes off. So, you know, she was expecting that board just to maybe give a little. It was maybe to slide a little, but it just hooked in.
Last year's event champ. We'll take a look at this wave. Looking to improve on a 6.53 here. Power snap for Tyler. Changes her mind on that carve on the next effort. There's the blow tail. And forcing that front side whip again. Keeping herself on her feet, showing us her variety, power, and control. And that wave wasn't particularly easy to surf. It went off speed on her on the inside. Did a good job to stay on her feet, Potts.
Oh, absolutely, Joe. I mean, that was full attack mode. You can see there's a sense of urgency in Tyler Wright surfing at the moment. Here we go.
Having a look now, Hawaii zone, Coco. All set up work as she has shown us she wants to get barreled. She'll come out of that first section. Now looking at major moves. There's the windup, sees the lip, nice tight jam for Coco. Floats the inside corner. A not bad way to start. Get barreled, throw down a couple of big moves, and back up to 6.93.
1.88. 6.88 required. Have a look at this. Nice solid wave here for Coco. Setting it up. You can see she's seeing something down the line. Now she pulls in. Comes out nice and clean. You'll hear lots of whistling. Needs more waves are coming through the lineup. A couple of quick turns for Coco. Floats to finish and kicks through the back. So great surfing there from Coco.
Silvana Lima out the back, just unable to get position, but further down the line is Tyler Wright. With a healthy overhead wall, now packing it nice and deep. Tyler gets spit out. Layback jam, just to enjoy the ride. One of the longer barrels we've seen today. Throws down the variety on the carving turns, grabbing the rail, and still some speed to burn on the inside.
Silvana Lima gave her that wave, Joe.
Unbelievable effort there. Sometimes you see that little puff of spit on some of the barrels out here. That one was an absolute cannon of water, just shoving her out the other end.
In deep. Let's have a look at Silvana Lima here. Could she have gone on this wave, Joe? Easily taken off, and it would have been a late drop for sure, but it would have held Tyler right off this wave. And Tyler slides down on the biggest wave of the day and pulls into the bow, traveling, and out she comes with the spit. Tyler Wright looking like she is going to drop a great score. Still waiting for one more wave before this to be locked in for Tyler. She's on an absolute roll, showing some confidence now. And it is spelling danger signs for Sally, that's for sure. Look at the size of this wave, Joe. Solid drop. Silvana Lima just a little bit too far inside for it, but she could have maybe have taken a late drop. Easy said than done. Now Tyler in the barrel, perfect positioning, and comes out with the spit. Almost losing it there, but hanging on, and wow. That's going to be a great score from Tyler Wright, Joe.
Out, walked straight into that bomb, parked it perfectly, ripped it. And interesting to note, the minute she came out of the tube, you could see the focus in her eyes on doing that next manoeuvre. She knew she had to do something and finish it and take advantage of it. A 9.87, a heat win, and quite possibly a world title right there in that moment.
Already, so they wouldn't get a matchup until the semifinals if it went that far, but it would already be too late for Gilmore if Tyler's a part of the semifinals. As we see a perfect wave roll through unwritten Potts.
I want one, Joe. That one kind of ran away, didn't it? So, good choice there.
Massive heat for the season. Kick things off with Silvana Lima throwing down a beautiful score, 8.27. She loves to start off her heats in the barrel on the low bow.
Absolutely right. And then comboed up with some good turns. So Silvana Lima starting the heat with a bang, but this young lady here Well, she's a defending champ here at Maui. She's a defending world champion. And, well, when you see these next few waves, you'll understand why. She's on an absolute tear. She's starting to build momentum. And Tyler Wright's starting to find that knack of being able to produce her best surfing when she needs to. It's on call, Joe. Everyone's got a barrel in the seat, including Coco Ho. Nice little barrel there from her. 7.67 and a 6.93. What a hit. I mean, there's been tons and tons of good waves. Is this a sign of things to come for tomorrow, Joe?
Big time pots as we see Coco Ho fired up in the seat. That was the decision. Silvana potentially could have tried to huck herself over the falls, but that just set up a brilliant wave for Tyler. Stretched out bottom turn. She just got all the speed she needed to get one of the longer barrels of the event, coming out with the spit with that high line, a 9.8. The best number of the contest, and maybe the big score that'll take Sally Fitzgibbons out of the title race.
Yeah, well, there's 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. Silvana Lima, she's needing an 8.88. Coco Ho needing a 9.48. Not impossible. It seems like it's going to be over here in just a second.
As we see the final minute, Silvana just taking a look at that wave up and out. Just changing her positioning a bit. Count this one out. Tyler Wright showing up here with one goal in mind, to back up her world title from last season. We started with 5 contenders. Now we're down to 4 as we lose Sally Fitzgibbons from world title competition.